So at the time of me making this video, it's less than 2 weeks until the new Devastation map pack releases for Call of Duty Ghosts. We're getting 4 epic new multiplayer maps and a brand new Extinction map called Mayday. Now I'm really excited for the new Extinction map, and you guys know that I like to play Extinction and upload it to my channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys up to speed for those that do not know already about the Extinction storyline in Call of Duty Ghosts. If you do go on to enjoy this video, then be sure to give it a like rating and share it around with your friends, and enjoy! So our story begins nearly 300 million years before the emergence of human life, where the Earth was inhabited by a large number of humanoid species, later known as cryptids. The primordial life force on the planet, the cryptids' source of power was their large fungal colonies they cultivated and protected, which emitted pheromones stimulating the creatures' cold-blooded metabolism. Due to rapid cellular regeneration and the reliance on geothermal heat rather than sunlight, the colonies were nearly invincible to any forms of attack, further contributing to the cryptids' survivability. However, after a comet impacted the Earth and incinerated its atmosphere, the creatures were forced to migrate beneath the surface in the wake of the firestorm that left the planet devoid of life. Using the volcanic heat found underground to fuel their colonies once more, the cryptids displayed frightening natural selection and continued their survival beneath the dying Earth. However, out of fear of another catastrophic event would endanger their future, the cryptids forged time capsules out of hardened obsidian rock, inscribing their language in the glassy outer shell. For 150 million years, humanity became oblivious of the cryptid ecosystem living below their feet. Jumping into more modern times in the 21st century, in the midst of the Tel Aviv War, Captain David Archer, a top shooter, led a 6-man kill team in Swat Valley, Pakistan, intending to be extracted after their mission went a bit pear-shaped. Instead, the operator denied in order to avoid diplomatic incidents with the country, leaving Archer and his men stranded in a series of caves for 6 weeks. Before being rescued through unknown means, Archer came into contact with a colony of cryptids and since became obsessed with discovering their secrets. Following his return to the US and psychological evaluation, it was believed Archer's head wound in combat led him to imagine meeting with what he described as aliens, but he nonetheless continued his hunt to find the truth behind the creatures. As Archer began assembling a research team to aid in his hunt for the cryptids, a girl by the name of Dr Samantha Cross became a rising star at Harvard College due to her neurological condition that allowed her to easily translate languages in minutes, allowing her to speak 28 different languages. Meanwhile, Archer, having gathered a large group of elite scientists, found the Nightfall program based out of Point Barrow, Alaska, planning on researching possible locations of underground cryptid colonies. Following an interview airing on her unique abilities in paleolinguistics, Archer quickly found Cross to be a necessary addition to his team, allowing the ancient hieroglyphics of the cryptids to be quickly translated. Just a week later, Cross was brought to the head Nightfall Facility, where she was employed by Archer to assist in his research. Jumping into 2017, the Odin space station is attacked and hijacked by astronauts of the Federation of the Americas. Kinetic missile rods are then launched, destroying the majority of the South and Southwestern United States. However, 2 surviving American crew members, Mosley and Baker, fight back and scuttle the space station before the remaining rods are launched on the remaining US cities, but sacrifice themselves in the process. Now, while the surviving astronauts aboard the station managed to keep the rest of the missiles at bay and leave the remaining US mostly unscathed, a stray missile hit the volcanic site of Caldera Peak in Colorado on July 24th, revealing the colony of cryptids living within it. Now once again emerged on the Earth, the creatures began a massacre of the town's residents, slaughtering hundreds in what appeared to be a mystery virus. Dispatching a squad of American soldiers to investigate the quarantined zone, the government learned of the strange new breed, dubbing them aliens after the disappearance of the squad. To ensure the outbreak was contained, a task force codenamed Spectre 1 was sent to exterminate the cryptids via a nuclear explosion under the command of Defense Intelligence Agency's General Castle. As the operation was organised, the rumours of an alien threat floated to the Nightfall program, provoking Archer to investigate Caldera Peak for himself. At the site of the missile impact, he and his men located a large colony of cryptids as well as one of their volcanic-produced time capsules, all of which were smuggled out to Point Barrow to be used in research. While Nightfall pondered over their newfound data, Task Force Spectre began the eradication of the invading cryptids, using an automated drill to target their fungal colonies and eventually obliterate the remaining creatures with a nuclear strike. With mission complete, the government assumed the cryptid threat had been dealt with and focused their attentions on the Federation War. Now, with the events during Point of Contact, Nightfall began using its recovered specimens from the Colorado site and breeding cryptid species to allow for experimentation, while Archer worked with Dr Samantha Cross in the deciphering of the glyphs inscribed within the time capsule, referred to as the obelisk. From the cryptid samples, scientists of the program discovered the creatures' origins from Earth, as well as their biology and biological interactions. Using the information, Archer oversaw the project to genetically hatch a cryptid capable of producing more specimens for research, as well as procuring the toxic venom used by cryptid scorpions to produce the projectile-based weapon, the Venom X. Meanwhile, despite her inquiries, Archer refused to reveal the originations of the obelisk to Cross or the other items he discovered, making her suspicious of what her employer was hiding. After witnessing Archer's project reach fruition by creating the Breeder, a monstrous cryptid of enormous size, Cross began to question the benefit of Nightfall's work, fearful of Archer's sanity and his intentions. Unbeknownst to his inferiors, Archer began bartering via digital video chats with an unknown foreigner codenamed Contact 28. Due to his aspirations to locate the remaining worldwide colonies, Archer planned to negotiate Nightfall's weaponry and live specimens to Contact 28's forces in exchange for a ship and crew, despite betraying his own country. Before the deal could be finalized, Cross finally gave in to her distrust and breached Point Barrow's classified location to the government, jeopardizing Archer's future plans. Archer and Cross's sudden resurfacing became a red flag to the DIA, provoking General Castle to look into Nightfall and the co-conspirators. More problems arose, however, when Cross unknowingly breached the hatchery, causing an outbreak that slaughtered a majority of the Nightfall scientists. Archer, now desperate to keep his research alive, begged for his client to supply an evacuation from the now overrun facility. However, he learned that the items he was promised would not be delivered. Archer and Cross were now among the few survivors of the Nightfall outbreak, with Archer vowing to continue his work and escape. On October 30th, over 3 months after the Colorado incident, General Castle commanded CIF Team 1, a squad of the Rapid Reaction Force, through the Nightfall Facility to contain the second outbreak, locate Samantha Cross, and either kill or capture Archer, whose work deemed him a threat to national security. Upon breaching the research lab, Cross had finally finished the obelisk's translations and prepared her suicide to ensure Archer never understood what the item's true purpose was. However, she was subdued and captured by Archer himself, who escaped with the surviving Nightfall scientists into the Alaskan frontier. As the military cleaned up the outbreak and even killed the Breeder, Contact 28 reconciled with Archer following his organization confirming the authenticity of photos sent to him of the Caldera site. Now enticed by the work he presented, Archer was given his demands and sailed for the Pacific Ocean with Cross captive on board. Archer escapes the Nightfall facility on a snow-capped vehicle with Cross captive. When he arrives at his submarine docked at the edge of the Alaskan ice, he and Contact 28 renegotiate their deal, not only about the cryptid specimens, but about a time capsule found under the Colorado colony, and Archer believes there are more hidden elsewhere in the world. Archer also knows that Cross, having finished the translations, knows how to find the others. Moments later, Cross is laying on an operating table, feeling a little seasick, but she's strapped down and the surgeon tells her not to move because the implants are still bonding. Archer looks down at her. "Let's get to work, shall we?" Cross yells, "No!" In the lower decks, more cryptid specimens are held in containers being studied by the surviving scientists from Nightfall, while outside in the cold waters underwater species of cryptids are swimming alongside the submarine. and that, my friends, is where we get up to in the Extinction storyline. So if you guys are interested in seeing what's coming up next, Extinction Mayday will be coming out on April 3rd on Xbox Live. I'm going to be bringing you guys some gameplay on the day of release, making sure I cover everything for you guys, and I really look forward to what Extinction's got next. Unlike Zombies, the storyline is somewhat a bit kind of, it's very, very slow developing, but an interesting story is developing, and trust me guys, just by the looks of this next map, it looks amazing. So make sure you're subscribing and staying tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a like rating, and I'll see you soon.